Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I am Theo Tavek, and if this is the first time that you drop by, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I really love it when you guys do it. So today I'm going to talk about Bimmercode, and Bimmercode is pretty much an app that we use to code the car. But before I do that, I'm going to first show you what the launch control is about. So I'm going to drive my car in sport mode and do a launch control for you. That's coming right. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yes, this is it. I am not going to talk about the speed I'm doing right now. This is illegal, definitely illegal. Ooh. Man, this is something. Oh my god, this is something. Let me put you just in sport mode. Man, I am sweating. Sheesh. Sheesh. My phone dropped and Lord have mercy. You cannot do this every day now. So guys, how did you like the drive? I loved it, man. I loved it. It was phenomenal for me. Man, that launch control, I didn't remember the last time that I did the launch control, but this was, that's amazing right there. So as I mentioned to you guys earlier, we're going to be talking about Bimmercode. But there's a few things that I would like to point out about Bimmercode. So if you are looking to tune your car, increase the power of your car, Bimmercode is not the app that you should go with. You should go with applications such like boot mode, MHD. There are other apps that can help you gain more power. Now, if you just want to code features in your car, such as enabling the features that BMW didn't put on your car, then Bimmercode is for you. So I would like you to know that before you go with Bimmercode. So now let me show you how Bimmercode looks like. Alright guys, before I show you how to use Bimmercode and actually how Bimmercode looks like, I have to show you the first and fundamental thing that you will need: your cell phone. And then second thing, you will need an adapter for your car ECU to be able to communicate with your cell phone. Now you have a variety of adapters that you can use, but I choose the VPIC. Now I'm going to drop right now a link from the Bimmercode website where you can see all the different adapters that you can select. There are different models, and you have to be very careful on the type that you select, because if you have a newer BMW, the G series, you have to be very specific because there's only one type of adapter that will work with that car. Now the VPIC I selected because it is great and it was affordable. Now this is how it comes. It comes in it was wrapped up, and this is the box, and pretty much you have the manual here how to use it, but it's pretty simple. And then the second thing is this little box, and this is the actual adapter. The reason I love it is one, it's small, it's compact, and it's well packaged, and also it has a great speed when you are doing the communication with the communication with the car on the application. Now you have to put this on your OBD2 port, and I'm going to show you where that is located right now. It's located right where you normally will have your left foot. So I'm going to show you how you plug this into the car. So here is your OBD2 port right here, and pretty much you will come here and connect it. So you will connect your adapter just like this, and then once you have that blue light, that means you are connected, and then you go to the next phase. All right, now that you've connected the VPIC adapter to the ECU, the second step is to actually turn on your engine. Now you don't have to turn on your engine. You can put your engine into the on mode by pressing the button 2 times, and if you do that, you will have to use a battery tender to make sure that you don't drain your battery while you are coding the car. Now if you want to avoid doing that, you can simply just turn on your engine, which is what I'm going to do right now. I can actually code that sound out. If I don't like the sound, I can code that out, but I like to keep it because I want it to remind me to put my seatbelt. So now that we have that, the second thing that we have to do is pretty much put the phone in airplane mode. I've done that already, but you can see here that it is in airplane mode. So you put your phone on airplane mode, and then you make sure that your Bluetooth is enabled, just like I have right here. So after that, you go ahead, you open your Bimmercode application, and then you hit connect. Now if you are using a different adapter, that you can see on their website, you will first have to pair that adapter with your Bluetooth. Now because I'm using a VPIC, you can skip that step with a VPIC only. Now that you open a Bimmercode app, you select your chassis. Now they made it very, very simple here by just putting the name of the car and the year. So as you can see, I have a 2015, so this is my chassis right here. I selected, and I will do connect. Now pretty much the application is going to talk to the car ECU, and then it's going to read the VIN. Now it's going to download all the information from the ECU on the phone, so that I have the opportunity to go back to factory default if ever something goes wrong and I want to put the car the way it was before. You have that option also here. So we're just going to wait really quick. And also one thing I wanted to point is that while you are coding, you have to be very, 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 very patient. One is coding, you might get some Christmas light, you might get some sound, some weird messages on the dashboard. Please ignore those messages. This is part of coding, and at the end the Bimmercode application is going to clear them, and your car will be back to normal with no message. All right, so as you can see, here are all of the units that I can definitely code on the car. So the Bimmercode, what they have done is they section everything into different modules. So you have, for example, the module for the advanced crash safety module. You have the air conditioning, you have the camera based drive assistance system, you have the front electronic module. So you have different units. So if, for example, I want to code something on my instrument cluster, I will just come here, instrument cluster, and it's going to check that data, load it, and then show me all the options of coding that I have. So right now, let's say I want to code, actually let's go back, and let's say I want to code something, right? Front electronic module, for example. See, just like I mentioned, you have to have patience. It takes a lot of time to communicate, and while it's doing it, you just want to leave your phone alone. So some module will take longer than others to pop up. The reason behind it is if a module has many options and features, it will take longer to actually load them. If, for example, this is a module that only has like 2 or 3 options, it will be faster to load it. So the front electronic module has a lot of options. That's why it's taking a long time, like this one. All right. So if you are a beginner in Bimmercode, I strongly, I will emphasize it again, strongly recommend that you do not go into the expert mode. Expert mode is really for people who know what they're talking about. In expert mode, you have things that are not even in English. There are some things here that will be in German, and if you go and change something there, it's at your own risk, man. All right, so in here you can see you have ambient lighting brightness. So right now I have it at 100% because I want all the light inside the car to be bright. You have ambient lighting brightness decoupling from instrument cluster. That's actually something that I want. So I will go ahead and do active on that. And when I'm done, I can just click the code on the top right corner right there. So I have engine light brightness on low beam. I have it at 80%. I coded that earlier. Engine light brightness parking light, I have it at 80%. Actually, you know what? Engine light brightness parking light. Let's put it 100%. Okay, you want it 100%. So you have a shut off iDrive system when driver door is opened. I want to code that out because I used to have it not active, but sometimes when you turn off the car, open the door, it would turn off the iDrive, but sometimes I want to listen to the radio or the music, then I have to manually turn it on again. So let me put it back to the way it used to be. That's something that I don't want coded. So auto start stop function off by default. Oh, you never want to have that off by default, so I like that option, so I want to keep it active. So you can see here you have so many options. So let's go ahead and say that I wanted to code those things that I selected. I'm just going to click code right here and then do start coding. So as you can see, it's going to do prepare coding, it's going to code, and it's going to remove any light that I may receive while I'm coding. And also, just like I mentioned, depending on what you and the amount of coding that you are doing in the module, it may take longer to do certain coding. So this one was pretty fast because it's just pretty quick. So it's resetting the ECU, and my car actually stopped, and I have a few messages on the dashboard, and I know that it's going to clear everything. So coding successful. The coding of the control unit completed successfully. Please turn the ignition off and on again. For G-Series car, quit the diagnostic mode by pushing the startup button once and then restart it again if you want to continue coding. So I'll do OK. I'm going to power off the car and then power on the car again. So as I mentioned to you, all of the lights that came on the dashboard earlier when I was coding, they went away. So this is just part of the coding procedure. So, and once you are done coding like I am right now, you just pretty much go ahead and close the app. You can remove your phone from airplane mode so you can get all of your messages and get back to your business. Now usually what I would recommend is that after coding, make sure you test it just to see if the coding went fine. 100% all of the coding I have done went fine, so I don't have to test it right now. So yeah guys, so this is pretty much how you can code a few features on Bimmercode. I'm gonna make a different video but going to actually all of the options, all of the features that you can code here, and as I'm going through them, I'm also going to code at the moment. So right now I just wanted to quickly give you an overview and of this whole coding situation using Bimmercode. So tell me how you like it, if coding is something that you are interested into doing, and if you have a BMW, you can come and see me, I can help you code. So drop any comments here about questions that you may have regarding Bimmercode, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Again, thank you for watching my videos, and see you on the next one.